Okay, I'll call the meeting to order at 6:02 and stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm going to have Donna read a bunch of stuff. My glasses aren't in my glass case. Like this. So, have you read your mission statement? Are you next here?
Next here.
Oh, great. This is for Dawn.
Damn, you're so close.
I jumped a lot. It's all right. You want me just to-
Yeah.
All right. The district mission statement. The mission of the Exeter West Greenwich Regional School District is to empower students to dream, reach, and succeed. Open forum, 3-minute time limit per individual, 15-minute maximum time allowed for open forum. Comments must be directed to the chairperson of the school committee, who may limit or terminate a discussion. No comment should address personnel, litigation, or negotiations as restricted by open meetings regulations. The school committee cannot take action or vote on topics introduced that are not reflected on the agenda. Is there anyone here or online who needs to add? Nope. All right.
Consent agenda.
Sure. Under consent, we have the approval of the regular meeting minutes from October 11th. We also had executive session on that day, so the minutes are reflected. We have 2 resignations. One is a retirement at the conclusion of the current school year. We have our monthly bills and 1 new family for homeschool.
I just wanted to pull the bills. I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda plus the bill sheet.
Second.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I just had a quick question on this, Rhode Island Energy. We didn't get any credit this time, so it's like from $5,000 to $11,000.
Well, you have to.
Last time we had to pay about $4,714, and this time it was
11, yeah,
11,762.
Mhm.
It said credit, nothing, $17.
Yeah, when I actually, I had mentioned this, but I didn't pull the invoice myself, but I was wondering about that net metering credit line, if that was the net. And I never got back to asking the treasurer's assistant that does AP and AR if to pull that invoice for me as well. So I can look into that further
Okay, good.
and get back to you.
Okay.
Shoot me an email tomorrow. Thank you.
So I'll entertain a motion to pass the bill sheet less the Rhode Island Energy, which we'll discuss next time.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor? Bring on the energy people. Did everyone's bill go up? I mean, that's kind of going up a lot.
Pretty much.
Anyway, correspondence.
There isn't any.
Monthly subcommittee.
So the only under policy is being discussed in executive session tonight. That's the only policy that we've looked at.
And the proposals for the Westerly Community Credit Union teacher. Support group.
Yes. So again, I said that you would see more of these. There's another one coming shortly. But this is a one that is connected to a kindness initiative at Wawaloom School, written by Karen Corcoran. I think it's pretty self-explanatory what she's included on her explanation. And really the budget for the grant is for materials for the kids to use to complete the project. This has been approved by the treasurer's office as required by policy and requires school committee approval before we submit.
Sounds good, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to, I think that was, to authorize acceptance of proposals for the rest of the community credit union teacher grant. Second, all those in favor? Unfinished business, capital project update.
So I had mentioned at the last school committee meeting that we would be meeting I'd be meeting the next day with the Metcalf principal and the project team, which we did meet on the 12th through Zoom. And the logistics were worked through relative to dumpster placement and student pickup and drop off with all of the activity, as well as the activities that take place over the holidays, because they will be over, the crew should be over at Metcalf like Thanksgiving week, and they're thinking that it'll be about 6 weeks until the project is complete. So we're looking at like the first week of January. So we did kind of, mull over the various bazaars and activities that take place at Metcalf over the holidays too, to work out how that can all play out safely. And then on the 17th, I met with Robert Stark, the architect, and Katie Kokab, who's the senior high department chair and the ag science teacher. And we met to review the greenhouse plans that for the final bidder for that project. And we addressed some of her further concerns around lighting and plumbing and water access. And then today, Katie and Stacy Haynes-Main, the student support specialist, and the superintendent and I met to discuss the growth of the agriculture science CTE program as a result of completing the greenhouse project. It's some great ideas that they have for when it's all complete. Great.
Any questions? Thank you. Oh, the October 1st enrollment.
So you may notice from the last meeting to this meeting that there's in the previous drafts, we just had the out of district number, but we've started to break out the choice school versus the outplaced students on this version of the draft. And it's still being worked through with the towns as far as the counts. They have the student lists available to them, and they're in communication with the towns about any questions they have about status and kind of doing, investigations working through.
So we do expect that there may be some changes based on the questions, but we'll work through them as we typically do and make the adjustments on the count once we confirm if there are changes, and we'll keep you updated until it's finally signed off on by the two towns.
Is most of that out of district and outplaced is at the Exeter House?
So the outplaced, some of them are from the Exeter House, the ones that are grandfathered in. And then, of course, we have the new scenario that's happening. And then some of them are also students who reside here who need an out-of-district placement through special education.
So you're still carrying Butler in our Exeter town count, is that correct?
Still carrying what?
Butler, isn't Butler the group home?
Oh, no. It's the Exeter house.
Exeter
Yes, we're still carrying that in the count.
in the county.
For the kids that were
I
grandfathered in
understand.
prior to the change of the law.
I
Yes.
understand that. I thought we had a discussion in last fall that we weren't going to move forward any children from the group home in the county. We didn't agree to that.
I don't recall that. That didn't happen at a school committee meeting.
Remember where we reflected on the law that stated that we would seek reimbursement from the state, the city and towns. You don't recall that discussion at all, where we had, where the reimbursement from the states would go back to the town and then. No, you don't have any recollection.
There may have been discussions, but no agreement was made by the school committee.
I always thought we should call ourselves the West Greenwich Exeter School Department anyway. How many are out of district that come in? Now, your count here just reflects the populations of the two towns. Doesn't include actually children that come into the district, right?
Correct.
And I understand why it wouldn't be, because we're not charged either one of those in either town, but it would be nice to know what that number is so we could actually see the total number of people that we're educating in the district.
To have a count of the kids that are tuitioned in.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't go on this list because this is for the towns for apportionment, but I can get that number for you and send it out tomorrow.
maybe, no, you don't need to put it, but maybe you put an asterisk in this report with a line that says something.
Excluded from the apportionment count.
Yes, in other words, that way we know exactly how many people are being educated in the district. Because when we do, the teacher count from the ratios, right, which I do, you get that ratio. We've always been huddling, we've always hovered around a 9-to-1 ratio, 9 students for every 1 teacher. So part of that is how many kids are actually being educated, not necessarily between the two towns. Now, I think I asked this question before. I'm not sure I understood. Are all those kids CTE students?
The ones that are tuitioned in?
Yeah,
Yes,
they all are.
yes.
So maybe you want to avoid me asking that ridiculous redundant question again. You may just say these are CTE students. That way we all know what they are.
Okay.
That's it.
Then we have important dates. We're going to be meeting Tuesday, November 8th, election day. That was a question.
Oh, in terms of the school committee meeting, I mean, that's when it was scheduled.
Oh, no, I won't be there. I'll be at the polls.
I will not be
Okay, Tuesday, November 22nd. Oh, Tuesday, upcoming dates and meetings. Tuesday, November 8th, school committee meeting. Tuesday, November 22nd, school committee meeting. And Tuesday, December 6th, school committee meeting, which is an organization. Okay, I will make a motion to move to executive session at 6:16 in accordance with 42-46-4 and 42-46-5, 42-46-5A, 2, CBA 4C 94, Teachers Association, negotiation, discussion, and or potential litigation, legal advice, specifically group home residency, dispute hearing, discussion, decision, action, and 42-46-51A3, security, specifically policy 2300, school safety plans, emergency and crisis response management, Annual review, amend as needed, discussion, approval, action. We'll do a roll call. Roll call vote. Oh, second. Second. We'll do a roll call vote. Member Gamache Griffiths.
Aye.
Member Candy.
Aye.
Member McFadden.
Hey.
Member Pasillo. Member Haldeman.
Aye.
Member Lake.
Aye.
And Member Allen, aye.
Say yes.
Yeah, only one person. Also, everyone else said yes.